This is the Eye on Annapolis Daily News Brief, keeping you informed about the happenings in Annapolis and the area. Local news, local sports, local events, local opinion, and of course, local weather. The Eye on Annapolis Daily News Brief starts now.
Good morning. It's Friday, September 7th, 2018. This is John Frenaye, and this is your Eye on Annapolis Daily News Brief. Remember when you were little and your mother told you that if you mess something up, you try it again and try it again and try it again until you get it right? Well, Philip Petito, 40 of Annapolis, probably must have been listening to his mother. Early yesterday morning, Annapolis police were called to the 1400 block of West Street for an intruder into a fenced construction site, and they found Philip Petito. They arrested him and they charged him with trespassing, and as we do here in Annapolis, he was released immediately. About 90 minutes later, police were dispatched to the 1400 block of West Street again for an intruder, and there they found Philip Petito. This time, he was removing bricks. He was rearrested a second time and charged with a fourth-degree burglary, trespassing, and theft, and this time, the court commissioner held him. Maryland Attorney General Brian Frosh is charging an Arizona-based drug maker that he says engaged in a nationwide scheme characterized by extraordinary misconduct to boost profits amid a coast-to-coast opioid epidemic. Frosh has lodged charges against Insys Therapeutics alleging multiple violations of the state's consumer protection laws. The pharmaceutical company makes a highly addictive opioid spray called Subsys, and that's used to manage uncontrollable pain for adult cancer patients. But Frosh says that Insys joined with local healthcare providers in a calculated scheme to target non-cancer patients, including those seeking relief from knee or back pain. The charges say that more than 90% of the spray-based Subsys prescriptions written or filed in Maryland were actually for people who never should have been taking the potent medication to begin with. And Frosh says that the Arizona company has derived roughly $20 million from more than 3,000 of the Subsys prescriptions written in Maryland. Sliding into politics, the campaigns of Maryland Governor Larry Hogan and Democratic challenger Ben Jealous released a joint statement saying that the two will debate one time during this election cycle in a one-hour televised debate on September 24th. The debate will be moderated and broadcast statewide by Maryland Public Television at 7 p.m., and it will also be broadcast on WBAL in Baltimore and WJLA in Washington. The panel of questioners, which is still undecided at this point, will be drawn from various media outlets, including the Baltimore Sun and the Washington Post. Some sad news out of Florida. Burt Reynolds, one of Hollywood's most popular leading men in the 70s and the 80s. Stars of such films as Deliverance, Smokey and the Bandit, The Longest Yard, and Semi-Tough, has died. His representative confirmed that he died yesterday in Jupiter, Florida. He was 82 and had been in somewhat frail health for the last year. Yet another icon of my childhood has passed away. That is about it for the top news today. Please make sure you're checking out eyeonannapolis.net throughout the day because we do update it throughout the day. You may want to go back and check an opinion piece I wrote on the new bike lane that they're creating on Main Street. It is Friday. We do have our weekend picks of things to do this weekend. And of course, we've got George Young with DMV Weather. He's coming right up. And he mentioned something to me yesterday on the phone. And he said, Florence and hurricane. It's the Navy Football and Bud Light Golden Ticket Giveaway. Join Eye on Annapolis and Navy Football this Saturday from 12:30 to 3:30 for a chance to win VIP Bud Light Golden Tickets to see the Navy midshipmen take on the Memphis Tigers. 4 lucky winners will be selected for the ultimate Bud Light football fan experience. Come on out to McGarvey's Saturday from 12:30 to 3:30 for the Bud Light Golden Ticket Party. Bring some friends or make some new ones, because it's all about building friendships.
Going out? You need the most up-to-date local weather. Here's George Young from DMV Weather in Annapolis with today's forecast.
Hey everyone, this is George with DMV Weather, and here's your Eye on Annapolis forecast for Friday, September 7th. Okay, let's get right to it. First things first, the heat wave is over and the 90s are gone for a while, if not for good, as temps drop back into the 80s today, with a chance for strong to severe storms in the PM hours as a cold front moves through the Annapolis area. And once that front gets south of Annapolis and all of Anne Arundel County, later tonight or early tomorrow, Temps will cool even more for the weekend, with highs only in the 70s as high pressure way to the north delivers cool east-northeast winds. But the entire weekend will likely see clouds and showers as well, so plan accordingly. And the expectation for the first half of next week is for temps to move back into the 80s, but for showers to be in the forecast each day, Monday through Wednesday. And last but certainly not least, we'll be tracking Hurricane Florence in the Atlantic very closely all weekend and early next week, as there is growing potential that it could impact the East Coast late next week or weekend. So stay tuned for daily updates on Hurricane Florence from now through all of next week. Alright, that's it for today. Be sure to get our free weather app by searching the Apple App Store or Google Play Store for DCMDVA Weather, so you can always stay weather informed, or follow us on our website at dmvweather.com or on Facebook or Twitter. This is George Young of DMV Weather. Enjoy the weekend ahead with some much needed cooler temps. But remember, whatever the weather outside, have fun and be safe.
There are 533 miles of shoreline in Anne Arundel County alone. We are literally surrounded by water. We boat in it, we paddle in it. So let's celebrate. Together with the Annapolis Sailing School, the folks at Capital SUP and Live Water Foundation have put together the inaugural Annapolis Water Sports Festival. Save the date, Saturday, September 15th from noon to 5 at the Annapolis Sailing School campus. Try out all sorts of non-motorized water sports, stand-up paddleboarding, kayak, and of course, sailing. Groove to the sounds of pressing strings and enjoy yoga, kids' activities, and more. It is the perfect way for the entire family to end the summer. And you could even drive away with a brand new stand-up paddleboard of your very own. Tickets are on sale now at whatsuptix.com, or you can just go to Facebook and search for Annapolis Water Sports Festival. Remember, September 15th, noon to 5 p.m. at the Annapolis Sailing School on Bemby Beach Road. It is the inaugural Annapolis Water Sports Festival.
Every weekend, there's something exciting going on in the Annapolis area. Be sure to visit eyeonannapolis.net to sign up for a newsletter highlighting all the weekend events. Here are our top picks for this weekend.
Thank God it's
Yes, it is the weekend, and there is a lot of stuff to do, and you may be doing it between raindrops, but do get out and experience some of what we've got on tap, for sure. The big draw this weekend is obviously the 51st Maryland Seafood Festival happening over at Sandy Point State Park. It runs from 10 a.m. to 8 p.m. on Saturday and 10 a.m. to 7 p.m. on Sunday. You've got the crab soup cook-off that's there. There are chef demonstrations, live music, sand soccer tournaments, fireworks, a tiki bar on the beach, all under the spectacular backdrop of the Chesapeake Bay Bridge. Get out, experience a little bit of what our Chesapeake Bay and the Maryland seafood industry has to offer at the 51st Maryland Seafood Festival. You can get tickets at the gate, but I do recommend you get them online. You can go to marylandseafoodfest.com and get them there. You can park at the event. However, I do recommend that you park at the community college on Ritchie Highway there and take the free shuttle bus there as well. They run consistently, and it's much, much more convenient. Also tomorrow afternoon at 3:30, Navy takes on Memphis in one of their toughest games of the year, coming off of a tough loss to Hawaii last weekend. The midshipmen are going to try to bring their record to 1-1. You want to make sure that you're following Eye on Annapolis on Twitter and Facebook, because we are going to be there. We're going to be live blogging that. We're going to be live tweeting it. And we will have photographers down on the field as well, so make sure you're checking us out for photos and all of the information after the game. Tomorrow over in Edgewater, Manna Supply is having their grand opening, and this is the first medical cannabis dispensary in the Annapolis area to open. Grand opening gets underway at about 11:30 a.m. with a VIP brunch with community leaders and a ribbon cutting by a representative with the governor's office. It's free. It's family friendly, and it's going to feature a kids zone with a moon bounce, face painting, lawn games, and more. And to tug at your hearts, they're having the Hemlock Ridge Rescue is going to sponsor a rescue puppy petting pen. Boy, say that 3 times real fast, where attendees can play with puppies and learn about adopting them. There will be food trucks serving a variety of cuisines, tiki bars offering wine, beer, and soft drinks, live music from Black Eyed Beau, DJ Burt Reynolds, Joey Harcum, Polynesian hula and fire dancer exhibitions, Plenty of display tents, which will feature local businesses, educational demonstrations from medical wellness and cannabis industry professionals. And they're actually going to have Green Wellness RX there as well. And they're going to be there to assist event guests who want to possibly register to become patients for medical marijuana. So if you're not sure what the medical marijuana thing is all about here in Anne Arundel County, this would probably be a good thing to attend. And this is right across the street from that new Glory Days grill. It's in the old, I believe it's a Susquehanna Bank building. And on Sunday, it is the electric vehicle showcase happening on Maryland Avenue from 11 a.m. to 4 p.m. You can see 50 different electric vehicles, speak with their owners, find out what it's like to be gas-free, be able to travel up to 300 miles on a single charge. You can get in the cars, you can take some for a spin, and see whether an electric vehicle is in your future. I know it may be in mine once I get over that whole what if I run out of battery fear. But it's a perfect time right on Maryland Avenue. They're going to have the street closed. They're going to have it filled with electric vehicles. Ask your questions. And I was talking to Elvia from Annapolis Green, who's sponsoring this, and she was saying that they're actually going to have a couple of police cars and motorcycles from, I believe it was Hyattsville, that are coming over because they are using electric vehicles in their fleet. Pretty cool. Just looking forward to put some stuff on your calendar. Next Wednesday is the summer's second to last dinner under the stars. So we've only got 2 more chances to dine under the stars there. The weather is starting to break a little bit. Make a reservation if you want to dine under the stars on West Street. And I do recommend everybody does that. That's a lot of fun there as well. Also, Wednesday kicks off the 66th Annual Anne Arundel County Fair, starting up, obviously, at the fairgrounds. Pig races get underway at 5:30. The Fair Queen and Poultry Princess contests are at 7. Again, that's a real throwback to some old times. A lot of fun. The Anne Arundel County Fair kicking off on Wednesday. That is about it for the weekend. Whatever you decide to do, please do it safely because we want to see you back here on Monday.
September 29th, the inaugural Twist and Stout Festival at Quiet Waters Park along the shores of the South River. Twist and Stout, a Maryland wine, craft beer, music, food, and arts festival, presented by the Anne Arundel County Department of Recreation and Parks along with the Maryland Wineries Association. Sample dozens of craft beers and Maryland wines, dance the afternoon away to the sounds of Saved by Zero and the Groove Spot Band. Watch the plein air painters and shop dozens of artisans, crafters, and food trucks. Tickets are on sale now at twistandstout.org. TWISTANDSTOUT.org. September 29th, Twist and Stout at Quiet Waters Park, 11 a.m. to 5 p.m. Tickets at twistandstout.org. You've been listening to the Eye on Annapolis Daily News Brief. Tell your friends and colleagues this is the podcast where you can keep up on the latest with what's going on in Annapolis. And also tell them about our website, eyeonannapolis.net, where you can find even more information. This podcast comes to you every Monday through Friday at 7 a.m., keeping you informed with the Eye on Annapolis Daily News Brief. And take a moment to listen to our other podcast, The Maryland Crabs, released every Thursday at noon.